Hello, I am Lauren and I'm a sound healing doula. I really want to document what I'm about to talk about because no matter how many times it happens, I always seem to be absolutely blindsided when it does. And I'm going through the emotions as they show up, but I do kind of want to be able to capture just how it makes me feel and how my energy shifts in the moment when a connection or a container ends either expectedly or unexpectedly. So as this is inevitable when it comes to coaching, sometimes things are planned, and in my case, when there is a plan to start something and end it, there is a certain internal process that I have to go to or go through in order to allow me to manage and regulate my emotions as the connection or the project comes to an end. And with a lot of things that do come to an end, in my case, it means that there is an element of grieving that I personally have to go through. And because for me, any connection that I make, it is never, ever surface level. So whether it be something like, it could be a romantic relationship, it could be a friendship that has lasted years, it could be a really short but powerful friendship, or it could be something where I have shared something with somebody because there is that element of deep soul trust. And I'm at the stage now that with pretty much any interaction to where I'm sharing a part of myself with another person, that then becomes something way deeper than the physical thing of it being just two people having a conversation. With me, it's always so much deeper than that. And knowing that things will eventually have to come to an end is something that I am able to conceptualize and understand. It has to happen. That's just how things are. If something starts, it does at some point have to end. And in my brain, I'm very cognizant of that fact. But especially when conversations seem like it could keep going on for a while, and then there is a sharp turn. That is when my mind, body, and soul begin to start asking some very thought-provoking questions. And like over this year, this particular situation has been happening. I've had to revisit this emotion, this feeling a lot, more than I care to admit. And with this now, like as I'm talking about it, I have to revisit my personal boundaries and how I move forward going into next year, because this, like the way that this keeps happening, I'm honestly not really okay with how I'm allowing it to keep happening. And as I'm someone who says, like, obviously exercise your boundaries, that's fine, like I'm able to let go of the fact, and I'm able to honor the fact that someone has been able to exercise their boundaries. Like I'm fully respectful of that. But there is something, like, while I'm reflecting on this, there is obviously a part of me that thinks it's okay for people who come into my life to actually just release me without warning. And upon reflection, there is a very deep wound around this that clearly I still have to do a lot of healing on, and I feel like now is the time for me to do that. But equally, because things have started to shift in a positive way with my business getting seen, there are more eyes on me. I want to be fully transparent, just in case from a couple of days ago, for instance, you are hearing my voice in a certain way. There is a certain vibration that I have been able to hold on to. And yet again, being fully transparent, that vibration has dropped slightly. And because I want to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly when it comes to my own personal healing journey, because I feel like with the whole idea of Washea, there is like no stone unturned. Like every part of who you are is celebrated. And with this, like, I'm shining a light on a part of me that I feel needs extra love, care, and attention. So, I will be adjusting a few of my boundaries moving forward. And I am still in a state of like numbness I'm somewhat frozen to protect myself emotionally, and the fact that I'm able to start talking about this in this particular way, I do just want to make it known that I am in a freeze state, and I don't know how long it is going to be before I'm fully out of that freeze state. But I still want to document how I'm moving through it and how it is helping me in my business and just in life anyway. But I feel like this is definitely a turning point, because I am doing things differently, and I do want to remind myself that even if this happens tomorrow, if it happens next year, if it happens in 10 years' time, I am making progress, and there is a very important lesson in how I'm feeling right now and what has happened. I don't really know what that lesson is, but I'm hoping that the more I start talking about it and noting how I personally feel in this moment, I'm really hoping that I can look back on me sharing my journey in this way, because when I think about what my business stands for, vulnerability is one of those core values, and there is a level of bravery in being vulnerable. Like, it's okay. And yet again, I keep saying this, I'm here to create the safe space that I didn't have growing up, and I want to keep showing myself that it is safe to exist in my body. It is safe to express these emotions as they show up as my most authentic self. Like, the reality of what has happened hasn't hit yet, and that's okay. And I feel like with the process of grief, of being so closely connected to somebody and having that contact in that particular way, and then like just not having it in that way, like it's still there, but it's just not in the way that it has been for so long. There is that safety net, and then like the safety net is kind of not there anymore. So that's fine. Like, I have my own safety net, and like obviously I'm going to use it, but it doesn't completely negate the fact that there is still an emotional attachment there, and I still have to process that. So I'm still not fully able to process what has happened, but it's all good. I am excited to see what happens as a result of this, like what happens to me, to my business and stuff moving forward. But yeah, it's going to be big, and it's just going to be, see, I don't know how to phrase what going forward looks like in this way. But yeah, I will be coming back with updates around this when I have them, and we will see how it goes. So thank you to you for sticking around and just listening to that. It means a lot. I hope that today you continue to be gentle with yourself, like I'm now taking my own advice, and today, more than any other day recently, I feel like it needs to be like fully honored. But yeah, I hope that today is gentle for you, and if not, I hope that you get to experience something that puts a smile on your face, even if you are only able to smile only a little bit more than you were yesterday. If you feel called to have a chat, if you feel like you want to dive in deeper in terms of working with me on your spirituality, intuition, welcoming your baby, manifesting your baby, whatever it is, please either message me or check out my website, which is in the description below. I will be indulging in some self-care today, and I will catch you in the next one.